Hello, my dear Libra suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to the astrology predictions for the month of September. This month is going to be a roller coaster. There's going to be so many events happening because we have very meaningful transits happening in the sky. We're going to have two eclipses and also planets, generational planets, and personal planets also moving into new signs. Let me start in the order, in the right order, in the chronological order. On September 1st, Saturn is going to re enter the sign of Pisces, my dear Libras, and it's going to teach a lot of discipline and structure when it comes to your health matters. For a lot of you, you're going to have to maybe change your diet, change your workout routine, take care of your physical body, maybe be more aware and careful when it comes to taking care of your health and resting enough, and also having some sort of balanced life, meaning that you work but you also rest and retreat. Saturn is going to help you understand all of these details and take the right steps that you need to have that sort of discipline in your day-to-day life. And I'm talking about having a routine in place. The sixth house is the house of the things that we do on a daily basis. If some of you don't really want to do this and you're kind of resisting the lessons that Saturn is asking you to learn, then Saturn can bring challenges here, can bring restrictions. So be very careful and be aware of prioritizing your physical health and your physical body, resting enough, but also having the right discipline in place when it comes to your day-to-day routine. Saturn here can also bring a lot of responsibility for some of you Libras in the month of September, meaning that you're going to have to run a lot of errands, be out there to do a lot of things on a daily basis. You may feel a little restricted in that sense that you have so much to do and to be responsible. But at the same time, for some of you, you might need to take care of somebody else under this energy. Somebody that maybe is sick, you have to serve them, take care of them. And as you do so, it is because of some sort of karmic ties that you have with that individual. For others of you, it could be the other way around, to where if you have been taking care of somebody and serving them, helping them, then under this energy, it can indicate that there's some sort of separation and you don't need to serve that person anymore. For others of you, the sixth house is the house of your day-to-day job. So you might be able to take on more responsibility at work. You might need to be careful at work as well. There could be challenges with Saturn here, but at the same time, Saturn is just helping you become more mature, more disciplined when it comes to dealing with your daily dynamics, with your collaborations and cooperations with your colleagues. So a lot of responsibility at work. If you have a job, there could be some changes over there too. Maybe some authority figure is coming in this new workplace. And then for others of you, you might also be challenged to change your work environment. And I'm going to talk about that here in a minute when I talk about the eclipses. But Saturn here for some of you is really inviting you to consider changing your job and maybe going somewhere else when it comes to working. Okay, so let's move into Uranus. Uranus is going to station retrograde on September 6th, and it's going to be in the sign of Gemini in your ninth house. Uranus here is going to help a lot of you Libras study a lot and gain a lot of knowledge. At the same time, you may be seen as somebody that is very smart and intelligent with a lot of knowledge, so other people will really want to learn from you. For others of you, this transit can indicate opportunities to travel abroad, like sudden opportunities that maybe you were not expecting, but going back to places that you have been to before. For others of you, you might need to deal with a legal matter under this energy, either a legal matter or situations and matters regarding visas, passports, residency cards, all those, legal things that have to do with the government in general. For others of you under this energy, you might be able to run into an individual that can be like an advisor for you, that can tell you and kind of be a a benefactor for you to tell you what to do about certain decisions that you need to be making, especially regarding your workplace, since we're going to have very heavy activation of your 6th house and 12th house. But also when it comes to your physical health, when it comes to resting and retreating, and also legal matters, international travels as well. So there could be somebody or different people that are really helping you with their knowledge, with their advice when it comes to all these topics. Now, let's talk about the first eclipse. September 7th, we're going to have the eclipse in the sign of Pisces, which is with the North Node. And the eclipse here is really going to trigger all the things that I already talked to you about that Saturn is trying to teach you, dear Libras. So with the eclipse here, you're going to have some sort of change or shift in your job. Again, maybe you're going to change jobs or change responsibilities at work, or there could be new colleagues, new environment in your workplace that you will have to adjust to. But as you do so, a lot of discipline is still required and a lot of responsibility as well, with the presence of Saturn in your 6th house. If you have been going through health issues, the eclipse here can totally remove them from your life. Maybe not in the day of the eclipse, so not like September 7th exactly, but in the next 6 months, you're going to be able to recover and let go and release of a sickness that maybe has been karmic in nature for you to experience. You're going to release and let go of that. When eclipses happen, the things can go both ways. Things can appear in our life or they can disappear from our life. So with that being said, if you haven't been taking care of your physical health, like I already mentioned, then the eclipse here can bring physical challenges. So please be careful and be aware of that energy. Take care of your body. Make sure you rest, you retreat. Make sure that you listen to your body's needs, and that you also kind of prioritize things. So with Saturn here, it is asking you to prioritize what you need to do first in your day-to-day life. What is the most important thing for you to do, but with a balance, not by sacrificing your mental health or by sacrificing your health to be able to achieve certain things. For some of you Libras, you might need to make a choice between resting and retreating, or being like very responsible in your day-to-day life, or having to do a lot of things at the same time. You might need to make a choice here, so be careful with your physical health. Okay, so I also have a video up for this eclipse, so please make sure to listen to that one, because I go into detail for this eclipse specifically. Now let's move forward into the next one. The next eclipse is going to be on September 21st, and this one is going to be in your 12th house in the sign of Virgo. And here the eclipse can talk about major endings. If you've been in a karmic situation for a very long time, like for years, I would say for like 9 years maybe, you're going to be able to release and let go. A lot of you Libras have major opportunities to release and let go, because the eclipses are between the sign of Pisces, which rules those things, but also your 12th house, which talks about releasing and letting go and forgiving. You might need to forgive yourself maybe for past mistakes. You might need to forget somebody else for past mistakes. You might be able um, to kind of forgive somebody for having to serve them on your day-to-day life, to sacrifice your own freedom for somebody else. You might need to kind of forgive them and let go and be at peace with your circumstance and with your past. For others of you, the eclipse here in the 12th house could talk about major need to rest and retreat, to take care of your health, like I kind of mentioned already, take care of your physical body, take care of your mental health as well. A lot of you Libras have major opportunities to travel to faraway lands, to countries that are like internationally far away, and the eclipse here emphasizes that as well. You may have a lot of vivid dreams around this time, especially about people that you have some sort of karmic relationship with or soul ties with. And you might even get like little hints or little revelations about these individuals, or about situations that are associated with them. The eclipse here can also talk about some major secrets coming to surface, secrets that can be related to you or that can be related to other people. And then for others of you, it can talk about exposure of hidden enemies, or that hidden enemies are going to be removed from your life. So that can be, a positive thing for some of you. On September 22nd, so just the next day, Mars is going to enter the sign of Scorpio. And that is happening in your second house. Some of you Libras are going to be driven to make more money. And that goes together with the situation that we already talked about in your sixth house. But you're going to feel very driven and passionate to maybe increase your income. For others of you, Mars in the second house can talk about impulsive expenses, or expenses that you kind of need to do and you don't really have a choice, but you just do them on the spot. So be careful when it comes to the way how you're spending money or what you need to buy. Just don't make unnecessary purchases. Um, for others of you, Mars here in the second house is going to help you be very bold and courageous when it comes to protecting your personal values, your personal standards, what you think is the best thing for you, what you believe in as an individual. You're really going to stand your ground and not take anything else besides that, beside your personal values or your personal standards. You're not going to take anything else from anyone else. Again, a lot of drive here to increase your finances. You're gonna have a lot of focus in that sense, but just be careful with your finances in general. There could be a partner that is helping you financially under this energy, I have to say. Um, your marriage partner, your long-term partner, a business partner, they could be the ones that are really helping you when it comes to providing for you, giving you money, or the other way around. Maybe you're going to be helping somebody financially. At the same time, there could be a benefactor or a partner that is helping you maybe increase your income, make more money in general. For some of you, you might even get a promotion under this energy, or you might decide to maybe change your job or your career so that you can make more money for yourself. For a few of you Libras, you're also going to be drawn to maybe switching your career because you want to become financially independent. You kind of want to do your own thing and be the one that makes the decisions by yourself. Okay. I feel like I covered the most important things, but this is what I have for you, my dear Libras. Please let me know down in the comments below. Do you already feel this energy? I would love to know. And if you want to show some support for my work, you can like and subscribe and share this video with other Libras that you think are going to benefit from this. I wish you the best of luck, and I'm going to see you on the next video.